Hey guys, Todd Bettenhausen here. Finally got around to making a seat of the pants driving perspective view. For those who haven't really been following along with the project, what we have here is three 1024 by 768 projectors. They're NEC NP V260Xs. They're 4:3 projectors. They're in rear projection. They're out there behind the screens. And I have a combined resolution of 3072 by 768. Three essentially seamless 4:3 screens. Now I do apologize for the color banding here. These DLPs just don't seem to like these cell phone video cameras, but hopefully you can get a feel for the perspective, especially how much you can see up and down. I've got this thing all set up, and actually the seat is further back than I would normally be driving. But I'm trying to get the field of view of the video camera to pretty much be human eye-like. So I'm kind of taking in the center screen. And again, I'm further back than I'd be sitting if I were driving, but it looks pretty natural through the camera. This is set up for a 179-degree field of view, which is as much horizontally as iRacing can render. Here we are looking directly to the right. Directly to the left, this is a Star Mazda at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And you see how much of the inside of the car you can see. Not really all that interesting on a formula car like this, where you just see the inside of the cockpit. But certainly interesting. Very nice save. Certainly very interesting on the tin top and NASCAR type vehicles. So this gentleman doesn't know that he has a hitchhiker right now, and that he's going to end up on YouTube. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and set the camera aside for a moment and see if I can find one of the NASCAR vehicles. It's a pretty slow night in iRacing tonight. Yeah, maybe we'll buzz through and watch just a little bit more of this action. Go for a different camera. See what the replays look like on this. There we go. And you can see just how expansive the area around the circuit is. And another interesting thing, with the steering wheel approximately in the right spot, and it's still a little bit too low for the Star Mazda compared to the on-screen wheel, but look at that. Put seatbelts on and most of the user interface is going to be hidden behind that big old T500 RS console. So once we get our steering wheels in the correct spot and we've got this rear projection and iRacing can render all these wonderful instrument panels, all the insides of these cars, the next thing we need is a really small, high quality force feedback wheel. The less bulk to the body of that wheel, the better. So someone build one, please. I'll beat a path to your door. It's really what I need to make this setup complete. Get all that hardware out of the way. The goal of this setup is to obliterate the non-driving environment and just immerse myself in the simulation by rendering as much as possible. And I don't think it's possible to build a setup that renders more of the driving environment in iRacing than this one does. I'm all the way out to 179-degree horizontal field of view. I have a combined aspect ratio for three monitors of 4:1, or 3 times 4:3. So I've got a 4:1 width to height ratio. If you take 3 16:9 monitors, you've got 5.33 to 1, so that tells you right away how much more of the inside of the car you're going to see. So let me jump on out and we'll look at the inside of a car that's a little more interesting to look at from the inside. Running my keyboard here with one hand, my keyboard and mouse combination, so please bear with me. You can see that the DLP just, the wider it is, the more you apparently see what that color wheel's up to. It just doesn't work well with a cell phone camera, so sorry about that. See if we can find anything interesting going on out in iRacing. It's a pretty slow night here in the US, Thursday evening, pretty late. You can see there it's about midnight. And you can also see that my taskbar is even blocked out by my wheels, so maybe I ought to move that up to the top. Alright, let's see what else is going on in iRacing. I'm sorry, I know this video is going to move a little slow at times, but I'm not a video maker. Just a hardware guy that makes videos that hopefully help people out and inspire them to go in different directions with new projects or cockpit upgrades, that sort of thing. Yeah, everything's at Dover. That track's just not very exciting. Let's try the Global Challenge. There's a couple guys in there that'll work. We got the Cadillac and the Kia. Cadillac's really nice to look around inside of because it's got that video screen. So here we go. Let's load up the Cadillac and the Kia at Oran Park. Interesting little track. One of the newer ones in iRacing. It looks pretty nice. And away we go. Hopefully these guys will still be in here when I get here. Every time I become interested in a session as a spectator, it seems like people bail out of it. Oh, I like the new sound for the Caddy. We're in the scare-along seat, the passenger seat. Yeah, we were. And I probably lost my one and only driver in the session. Oh, there we go. We'll look around in here and show you how much of the inside of the Caddy you can see. Ah, that's so cool. Okay, we're in the driver's seat and I've got the wrong steering wheel on. But hey, the Caddy's got a video screen instead of a rearview mirror, and there it is. You can actually see it on this setup, or in addition to a rearview mirror. Now we'll look up inside the car, and I get to enjoy all this stuff that normally goes unseen because of this massive aspect ratio. So let's just ride along for a second. I've got the wrong steering wheel on the car. Looking to the apex much as a real driver would. Tight little circuit, really interesting place, fun track. there's about a full lap. Now here comes the full lap. Anyhow, I'm gonna sneak up here and show that you can see why I want a small steering wheel. Someone please build me one. Everything's hiding back there. Don't really want to set up a fourth monitor for an instrument panel or anything like that. I'd rather render it in all of its glory, right where it belongs, just like the developers went to the trouble to do for us. Take a little peek at the side view mirrors, and let's just watch a little bit from the outside too here while we're at it. Keeping in mind these are only 1024 by 768 projectors, I'm running some rather extreme anti-aliasing settings. I should have mentioned that earlier. This is 8xQ or 8x multi-sampling and 8x sparse grid super sampling anti-aliasing. So I've got a GTX Titan in here. It's only rendering 3072 by 768 at some very extreme AA settings. But I admittedly don't have the sharpest vision in the world, not by a long shot, but it looks very very nice from my seat. Not feeling like I'm missing anything at a relatively low resolution. Go ahead and watch a few more angles before I shut it down. I've reduced the exposure on my camcorder here a little bit to keep the bright areas from washing out. The picture is very vivid and colorful. It may not look that way on the video, especially with the excuse me, the difficulty in filming a DLP. But it looks really, really nice. Hertz here. Sadly, I don't think we'll ever see 4:3 projectors with advanced features like true 120 Hertz refresh rates. I'd much rather render all the additional scenery both inside and outside the car. Look around again and see just how all-encompassing this setup is. Whoops! The natural instinct to look to the outside. Well, there we have it. I'll make some more. We'll get the NASCAR vehicle going. We'll have the right steering wheel on next time, but certainly wanted to give you guys a look at what it's like to actually drive this beast. And now I'll go off to do some driving on my own. I have some testing to do. So, until next time, which won't be long, good racing, everybody. We'll see you next time.